I'm Nico, and I'm studying computing here at Imperial.
My name is Lancelot Blanchard, and I'm studying computing.
Hi, I'm Kasper Kaczynski, and I'm studying computing at Imperial.
Hi, I'm William Profit, studying computing at Imperial.
I'm about to move on to third year.
So I'm currently in second year, going into third year.
I'm currently going into my third year.
I'm currently going into my third year here.
I am from Madrid in Spain.
I'm from Brittany, and that's in the northwest of France.
I'm from Bournemouth, which is in the southern coast of England.
I'm from Toulouse in the south of France.
When I'm free, I enjoy meeting up with friends, cycling, and playing games.
In my spare time, I usually do quite a lot of music. I play the piano and the guitar, and also DJ quite a lot, and do some music production.
I enjoy reading, I enjoy going to the gym, meeting with friends, and working on side projects.
Currently in my free time, I usually go hiking, go out with friends, or work on side projects.
Our project is called Djstreamr.
With Djstreamr, we aim to bring DJs together and allow anyone to mix with anyone else in the world, as if they were physically in the same place, even if they are remotely apart. Our technology synchronizes everything between DJs playing together and allows for a continuous and seamless streaming.
Three of us in the team are DJs, and we all in general go to events or concerts. Seeing the general upward trend for virtual events, partly brought on by the COVID pandemic, but also in general, for instance, looking at the Fortnite Travis Scott concerts, we realized there is currently no easy way for multiple DJs to bring together their art and do something together. So we wanted to solve this problem and create a technology to mix seamlessly together.
The main challenges we faced while developing the project were the sheer scope of it and scalability. So we had to choose technologies that would allow us to develop really quickly and to scale horizontally. In order to achieve these, we used Kotlin, TypeScript, Travis for CI, and AWS to host our infrastructure, in particular AWS Lambda.
Question 9. What real-world benefits could this project have? We believe that Djstreamr can be used to create high-quality, never-seen-before events where multiple DJs can collaborate together, live, without any physical barriers. We have already been seeing an uprise of new creative ways of making music online, and we really want to be a part of it. Furthermore, we want to bring a change to the DJing industry on several levels. We don't just want to make the collaboration of DJs remotely possible, but we also want to change the way that DJs manage their tracks online and also use AI to assist DJs throughout the music.
So initially we posted on Reddit and emailed a few people from music tech companies to gauge interest for such a project. Now for the actual development of the project, we were in regular contact with two DJs, Tristan Dale, or Dale the Operator, and Otter, and they've helped us refine the user experience around DJs quite a lot. We were able to follow an iterative process of incremental upgrades following close feedback sessions with these DJs. And we also have meetings planned with several important stakeholders in the DJing industry to make the project evolve.
Working with real DJs is very insightful in that when you work so much on a project, you tend to get a tunnel vision effect. So it's really important to have external people bringing their point of view on the project. This is especially true with details, where stuff we hadn't even thought about and are quite easy to overlook get picked up at first sight by the DJ we work with. For example, they really influenced the ergonomics of the knobs and sliders, and also they help make the design and the user experience much more intuitive in general.
we're still actively working on the project. But I think the main highlight is DJs telling us how they would actually like to use our application, and in particular being pleasantly surprised at what their use case could be. So I want to quote Tristan Dell, an amateur DJ we know. So he said, "I am surprised how usable this is. This could really be a thing." So he was talking in the context of the quarantine and how he could get to mix with his friends and mix for a crowd from home, collaborating.
So we're now going to demo the live version of Djstreamr. So I'm currently on the interface. I can just click session. Here I've got a link that I can send to Lancelot, send that to him. And with that link, he can join my session, and then we can start jamming together.
I'm just joining the session now. So I should be in the session.
Yep, you can see it there.
So I'm going to load tracks.
So I'm not doing anything, but I have my tracks here, but I don't have his, but they were loaded on my end as well. So now we both have those.
It's loading on the right one.
And you can see it saying waiting for others. Okay.
And now I think William can launch the track on the left.
I'll start the left one.
And I'll mix in the right one. I'm gonna get my output sound.
Now I didn't do anything, but Lancelot is mixing with me live. I'll just apply a fader effect here. I can cue that to hear it. And now I'm bringing in slowly the second track. And Lancelot is helping me fade out the other one. And now we're entirely on the second track.
So that's it, that's how we mix two tracks together.
So is there kind of a separate user interface that allows you to sort your music? Or
Not at the moment. Is that something you'd like to see?
I think so, yeah. I mean,
Okay.
I'm probably not the totally typical user because I never pre-plan my sets. I always just rock up with all of my music and see where it goes. I think if you had someone that was like, okay, I'm going to play like a reggae set, I'm going to put 30 reggae songs on here and that'll be cool, then what you've got here would work. But I don't know how many people realistically do like that. I don't know.
Sure, so implementing basic playlisting functionalities and like maybe tagging and stuff.
I think tags and playlists and some sort of key or BPM.
Sure.
Like if you could click a button here to say, find songs within 5 BPM or find songs that are in key.
Okay.
The other nice visual thing you could maybe do is like, maybe when I use the jog wheel to slow it down, you could outline this circle in red, and when I use it to speed it up, you could outline in green or something. That would be just like a really simple visual way of seeing what I'm doing.
Sure.
Two things immediately that would have been like helpful interface wise. One would be to be able to see what the other person's doing, either via a mouse or maybe like when they click a button so it lights up for me, maybe.
Yeah,
Because
definitely.
like I was sat here and I wasn't sure if you were mixing or not, and there was no way for me to know that, right?
Definitely.
So I think that would be really helpful. Or actually, maybe you have two sets of faders. So let's say I'm playing this left track. I've got this up and playing. And then the right track I want to cue in. So I'm going to keep this fader down because that's my master fader. Maybe I then have a cue fader next to it so that I can locally turn up my cue fader and listen to both at the same time, and that just comes out locally.
So we plan to continue the development of the web app, but also integrate with existing DJ softwares, so we can have DJs using the favorite software while collaborating together. Additionally, we're developing the event side of the project, so as to open our service to nightclubs, festival, or other music companies or music organizations, which we believe could benefit a lot from running virtual events, because we see that it's a trend in the music industry. So as we said, we also want Djstreamr to bring innovation in the DJ industry on several levels, and on that point we'd like to develop some tools to help DJs choose their tracks, probably some AI based on the behavior of other DJs. We'll also implement some thoughtful cloud-based track managing system.
So as my first fully remote course, as far as how complicated the situation was, I would say the Department of Computing did quite well. I personally quite missed having on-site help from assistants, so they could help us with the tech, plan our architecture, and that was for me the main disadvantage of a remote course. I do think they managed to distribute the content online quite well through small recordings. I quite like that format. But again, I wish the feedback loop with teaching assistants, as far as the more technical problems go, would have been as good as it was on site, which is a lot to ask.
I think the course went really well. This was a never encountered situation for all of us, but I think that the Department of Computing managed to move the lectures and tutorials online quite smoothly. If I were to tell what I missed, I'd probably say that working this way removes quite a lot of the social aspects of the lectures and tutorials, but that also meant that forums like Piazza or new platforms put in place like Teams seem to be much more active. But I'd say that in the blur of the whole situation, the Department of Computing managed to move remotely really well.
We all had to change our ways of working. Personally, I found the transition quite easy, as we were already used to online recordings of lectures through Nocto. I'd say it was good not to have to commute, and also being able to, for instance, eat at home. Those are some good perks. On the other hand, I think we really lose the social aspect of lectures. On the one hand with friends, but also on the other hand with lecturers, in that we lose the discussion that usually takes place in lectures. Overall, however, I think it went without issues.
My main plan for the summer is an internship at a company called blockchain.com, which is a cryptocurrency company, and I'll be working as a platform intern. As a side project, I'll be working on Djstreamr.com, so I want to keep developing it and hopefully grow a user base and actually make it a product that can have an impact on the DJ society.
So for the course of this summer, I'm doing an internship in a privacy startup in London, while working on Djstreamr and doing music in my free time. The whole group is quite involved in continuing the development of Djstreamr over the summer, and would love to publicly release it before the end of this summer.
Now I'm currently working as a data science intern for a cryptocurrency company, as well as working on Djstreamr on the side. I'll also be working on a new website for Imperial's DJ Society, along with Nico and Lancelot.